So yeah, they're building towards the Hell in a Cell between Randy Orton and Sheamus, which is this Sunday. Order now. So Edge comes out and he's having his cutting-edge talk show with the Raw general manager. And if anybody actually thought that they were going to show you who the anonymous general manager is, please. They love pissing off the fans, so if it were up to Vince McMahon, this would go on forever and ever and ever. Anyway, so what they do is they put a laptop in the ring with Edge, and he has his interview with the laptop, who has a friggin' Microsoft voice simulator thing. Some people have said it sounds like GLaDOS. I guess. I mean, it's just weird and stupid and stupid and stupid. But they do it, and so they do that, and Edge berates the GM. The GM makes a match, him and John Cena, right now. So they have a match, and the match is okay. I mean, I like Edge, and as much as I'm about to lose respect from probably everyone, I don't mind John Cena. I mean, he's not great, but he's not terrible either. So they have their match, and Edge won, but Cena had his foot under the ropes, so the GM called for the match to start, and then Cena locks him in his STF, and that's it. Done. So this is like the 4th or 5th time in a row that Edge has been screwed by the general manager, and he's a heel, I get it, but it is just kind of weird because it almost looks like they're trying to turn him face, as he like rips his hair out and spears everyone in sight. So I don't know. So he grabs the computer and puts it in the ring, and when you're gonna break a computer, you don't want like a sledgehammer or like a freaking screwdriver or something. No. You know what you do? You go out and you grab yourself a steel friggin' chair. And he does. He goes and he chairs the computer to death. So yeah, the anonymous GM thing can't communicate with Michael Cole. Michael Cole will have to find new ways to be an asshole. Like blowing the Miz whenever he has a match. Or showing up on NXT with a gong. Yeah, that was... There's that too. And I don't watch NXT because it's stupid, so I'm not going to recap NXT. I don't even know what's on in Canada. I'm in Canada, so I don't even know if they show it here. Doesn't matter, I wouldn't watch it anyway, so... Okay, so next we have The Nexus in a tag team match. They got Justin Gabriel and Heath Slater, or as I call them, the little emo kid and the ginger. Fighting Evan Bourne and Mark Henry, who, again, and I will say this until the end of time, they're not a team. They're just two guys they threw together who have nothing else to do. So, yeah, so that they have that match. The Nexus... So they have that match, and the NXT dudes come out and they beat the shit out of Mark Henry and they beat the shit out of Evan Braun. So yeah, and then Barrett's gonna tell Cena that they're going to SmackDown Friday for their new move to Sci-Fi. Yeah, SmackDown's gonna be live. I might actually do a review of SmackDown because normally I don't tend to watch. Monday is wrestling night for me. I mean, I've watched SmackDown, but I don't really watch it all that often. I might, just to see. Might do a squash of SmackDown. We'll see. Anyway, so. The Nexus are going to invade SmackDown and, do the NWO stuff from 1997 in 2010. Pez working for TNA, right? Anyway, so that. Oh, and then they say that Johnny Knoxville's going to be the guest host next week on Raw. I liked Jackass when I was 15, but now it's just dumb. And Johnny Knoxville isn't really, he's not a star. He's not a name. People know who he is, but, if you saw Johnny Knoxville would you go and see his movie? If he was doing a serious role or a romantic role or anything like that? Anyway. Next, they have the return of Drew McIntyre and dashing Cody Rhodes. Yes, you see, the Hart Foundation gets their rematch to the rematch, and lose again. What happens is something happens and there's a miscommunication, and I think it's the Bulldog who gets pinned, and he gets all pissed, and they start shoving each other, Bulldog Jr. and Tyson Kidd, and so yeah, they're gonna break up the only legitimate team they've got because, well, there's no reason, just because. Like, I guess maybe they thought these two guys would be single stars, but Tyson Kidd will not be pushed because he's short, and I hate that. I think the smaller guys are just as entertaining as the big guys, but it's Vince McMahon. For the last 20 years, the main event wrestler has always been between 6'1" and 6'8". Hulk Hogan, Warrior, Savage, Austin, Cena, Rock, Triple H, Brock Lesnar, you name it. Apparently there's just no room for anyone between 5'7" and 6 foot, except for Ray, I guess, but I mean, he wasn't exactly treated well during his championship runs. Anyway, so yeah, they're breaking them up because it's stupid. But they're doing it. Okay, so now we come to the main event. Now, here's the thing. The main event is a match between Randy Orton and Chris Jericho, and if Jericho wins, he gets a shot for the WWE title. Before this happens, Before this happens, Jericho comes out and says, you know, he's going to beat him, and he's going to be the champion, and he's going to do this, and he's going to do that. And then he starts to go on a rant about all the guys he's beaten over the years. You know, he's like Diamond Stud, Razor Ramon, Scott Hall, Diesel, Kevin Nash. Like, they're all the same guy, but different gimmicks they had over the years. Like, he might as well have been out there saying, I beat the gobbledygooker Hector Guerrero. I beat, Bastion Booger, Friar Ferguson. Man, I'm dating myself with these gimmicks. But anyway, so he basically just goes through all the wrestlers that you might know through their various gimmicks, like Mankind, Dude Love, Cactus Jack, right? And then he gets cut off by a commercial. And they come back, and he's still doing it. And then Randy comes out, with his usual, like, freaking, drooling and, like, staring all over the place like a psychopath. And they're cheering him on. And you go to a match. And have a match. And surprise, surprise, when they shut up and wrestle, it's great. Those two know what they're doing, and they have a match. And it's a great match. I liked it a lot. And at the end, Cena wins with the RKO out of nowhere. And, or no, he doesn't win like that, sorry. What am I thinking of? Sheamus comes down to watch, and it occurs to him that he should run in. Now, here's the thing. I don't get this. He runs in and goes to clothesline Randy Orton. Randy Orton ducks, punches him, and then clotheslines Sheamus out of the ring. The ref immediately sees this and disqualifies someone, for interference. They don't even tell you who gets disqualified. I don't get it. Sheamus didn't make contact. Randy Orton hit him. There's no precedent for this. It makes no fucking sense. I have seen a match between Lex Luger when he fought Hulk Hogan in WCW, and the entire NWO reign, and he knocked them all down and then racked Hogan and won the title. I thought the rule was they hit you, that ends the match. He's like, anyway, that ends the match. Anyway, so he RKO's Sheamus, and he sets up to do the punt, and Jericho stops him and code breaks him, and somehow Randy makes the comeback, and he goes to punt him, and the entire audience erupts saying, "Punt the fucker!" Like, they seriously want him to murder Chris Jericho in the ring. Like, the entire audience is, like, incredibly bloodthirsty and a PG show for kids. So he punts him, and that's that, and that's how the show goes off the air. They stretch him out, Jericho out, and that's it. Anyway, that was Raw. The show was okay. It was the go-home show, and it was a second on a tape, so they were kind of burned out. Anyway, it was okay. I'd recommend it. I mean, you either watched it or you didn't, right? But I mean, you could do worse with 2 hours of your time. You could watch Quarantine. Anyway, sorry again about the video. I really am trying very hard to get it up, and hopefully I'll get that video up on the YouTube very, very soon. Until next time, that wrestling guy saying, see you out there.